sharper goodbyes, clearer hellos, and safer tomorrows. Protect your home like I do with Retinal Vision on new 4K cameras and doorbells from Ring. Shop now at ring.com.
One-a-day women's multis are made for your overall health, with nutrients for immunity and energy. So you never miss a beat. One a day, the one for you. My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
CBS, February 24th. How many forensic scientists does it take to catch a light bulb? That was completely uncalled for. It's a joke. CBS Origins returns new CBS Tuesday, February 24th.
Looking for family fun this winter? Head to Peak and Peak Snow Tubing now. Tube day or night, and don't miss nighttime lunar lights tubing with thousands of glowing lights, colorful projections, and music. No experience needed, and fun for all ages. Just grab a tube, hop on our magic carpet lift, and swoosh down the hill again and again. Fast, easy, and perfect for the whole family. Tubing tickets and hours online at pkandpk.com.
This is the story of the one. The one knows the unexpected can put everything on the line. But with a teammate like Granger, she's confident that she will always win the day. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Get ready for fiery fun on DraftKings Casino, home of the largest cash eruption collection. New players play $5 and get 500 spins over 10 days on your favorite cash eruption slots. Plus, get a first day replay up to 1,000 in credit.
How you doing? How you doing? Happy New Year's.
Now on Local Now. Now, the holidays start with
How you doing? Happy New Year's.
What is it?
What I got going on tonight? Appreciate it. Honestly, it's been stressful. It's a lot of stress. You know what? God woke me up this morning, so it was a good day today. I just got a lot going on, but it was a good day today. What about you? How y'all doing today? Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, please. I appreciate that. If you can like the live and subscribe to my channel, you're doing me a favor. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you. How are you? How you doing? I ain't doing nothing. I'm over here watching reruns.
Unfortunately, they're misdemeanors. When I take West Fox down, it'll be something he'll serve hard time for.
You haven't heard.
I've been what?
You're lucky woman.
Excuse me?
Smithfield Brandon, there's no doubt about it. But your conduct crossed the line. Be great for your DEA friend has an unimpeachable record. You should have been anywhere near that house. This case may be over, but my scrutiny of this department is not.
A what?
Well, have fun working with that guy for the next 10 years. There's the kind of bum that won't be around to see it.
I'm good.
It's gonna be different around here after you leave.
What in the world? Lord.
And thanks for the evidence room.
I have a 10-year-old.
This guy would still be facing a murder trial.
That's nice.
I literally did nothing, and nothing seemed like directing. Do you need help debriefing Dawson?
No, I'm happy to.
Just debrief him on your own?
Yep.
I'll leave you to it.
So, where are they sending you next?
East Coast, I'm guessing. It'll be a few years before we're gonna cover again.
How many subscribers do you have? Right now, I got probably like 100 and something right now. How you doing? I'm working on. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if anybody that come in here can subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. If you can like the live, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to get my subscribers up. I'm trying to get to that 500. I'm trying to get. Obviously, my goal is to, you know what I'm saying, generate some funds from this YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's a slow grind, so I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, see who rock with me, who hang out with me, you know what I'm saying, who conversate with me, you know what I'm saying, who donate. Like I be in I be in other people live streams when they be streaming, and I be just sitting back and just be seeing how people just be donating, like genuine people just be donating. Some people donate whatever they can, like $2. I done seen somebody donate $1. That I've also seen somebody donate $3, $4, $500. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, I wish, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I can generate some funds right now off of this. Like, I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me or anything like that, but I literally got until the 9th of January to come up with 5 grand. Like, lost my job. You know what I'm saying? Had a couple little incidents where I'd been in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But it's just been rough. Like, and I'm not trying to be locked out of my apartment with my kids, and we got to figure out where we going. I work so hard to get to where I'm at, and it's like stuff is just falling apart, and I want to stay positive. I'm trying to stay positive. It's just tough. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing everything you can to get up out of a situation, but the situation ain't trying to let you go. Like, I would donate, but my parents. That's funny. I'm just on here hoping I can get some genuine people to help. If you can look on. If you go, I posted a little status on there. I posted my GoFundMe account. So if anybody feeling generous, I would really appreciate anything right now. I'm not talking to you, obviously. Good night. Have a good night. You have a good night. I'm just chilling, man. Trying to get some funds, man. That's all. Like I said, I ain't trying to be locked out of my, it's say, if I don't come up with this money by the 9th, I gotta be out of my apartment by 10:30 in the morning. I'll have my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wanna, like, where am I gonna take all, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been here for almost 4 years. I didn't accumulated so much stuff. Like, where am I supposed to pack up all this stuff and go with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? May I appreciate that. It's like one thing after another. Like, when you working, you don't qualify for stamps because you make too much. I have 5. I have 3 that live with me, and 2 that, one live in North Carolina and one live in Ohio, but 3 lives with me. They with their mom this weekend, but I get them back Monday, and then Monday is the 5th. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if I don't come up with 5 grand by the 8th, I'm gonna be out on my ass. So I'm just hoping and praying something can shake.
How does Freshpet make healthy food for dogs? The same way you make healthy food for people.
I'm about to go in here and warm up this chicken.
And crafted into recipes
About to go warm up this chicken.
because your dog
Make me a little chicken sandwich or something. I don't know. I need to start. I'm about to probably start trying to clean up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. Like I said, my landlord, she's been giving me grace because, like I said, it's like you'll get a job at a temp service, and then they only need you as long as they need you, and then you get I'm a caregiver, so it's like when clients get sick, you got to find another client. You know what I'm saying? And every client don't always work out. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like not having the card, just things. Just me and my baby mom split up. She kept the car, and then she lost the car, and I just paying for Ubers to and from a place is just expensive. The buses don't run after a certain time, so you still gotta get home to get kids ready for school and get them to school at a certain time, and this and that. It's just a lot. Like, it's just, I don't.
My name's Mickey Fox. I'm sheriff of Edgewater. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for this town.
Bacon.
Stop. Our advantage is to this backwater town.
Wants to be sheriff. More like your own man than you want to admit.
Let's not go that far.
Yeah, thanks for the likes, y'all. Like I said, I'm just on here just trying to get my mind off of the situation and just, I don't know, hopefully God will provide a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, been over here reading scriptures and getting on my knees and praying, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to stay, trying to keep hope alive, because I know I still have time. You know what I'm saying? Which today's only Friday. What, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I got literally 6 days to figure out. I got 6 days to come up with 5 grand. How am I gonna do that? I don't know, but I feel like I have a chance. There's still a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people be like, oh, like I was talking to this one girl, and she said she made like 60K in like 90 days from, obviously she was selling, you know what I'm saying, she was selling coochie, selling content, selling all type of other stuff. It's so weird because for girls, they can sell a pair of dirty drawers, and somebody would give them $1,000 for a pair of dirty drawers, or somebody would give them $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, men pay for weird stuff, but women won't pay for that same type of weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be so. It's just like, I don't want to be a female, obviously. I love being a man. I love women. You know what I'm saying? But it just be like, damn, like the double standard is so crazy. Like, even on here, it's this girl that she do content and stuff, and literally all she be posting is like bra and panties, and just she be stretching with a thong on, be putting her leg up in the air and be showing like the print and all of that stuff, like. And people really be, she be getting 100,000 likes on videos. She got over like 200,000, um, 200,000 subscribers and this and that, and like it's just like people really be donating to women that like it just be so weird. Like, people really send like it's this girl that be like she was just in Hawaii, and while she was on her vacation in Hawaii, people were sending her hundreds of dollars. Like she posted she said something in the live stream, was like, who's trying to pay for my lunch? And once somebody really cashed app her $999.99, and I'm like, what the like people really be just sending all type of bread, and I'm like, damn, I wish I can get somebody like I know that if somebody was to write me a check for 10 grand and be like, here you go, you ain't gotta worry about paying this back, you know what I'm saying, you cool, that 10,000 would literally change my life. It would literally I would be able to pay my rent in full. I would be able to pay the 5,000 in full. I'd be able to pay my light bill, my gas bill, my water bill. I'd be able to get all my bills caught up in full to where, boom, when my taxes came in, I'd be able to invest that. I'd be able to invest that tax money because I wouldn't owe nothing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I got to get kid stuff and this and that, try to get me a car and this and that. But for the most part, I would literally be able to take 2,500 and invest that in something. You know what I'm saying? And even if I take that 2,500, I don't gotta put it all towards one thing. I could put, a couple hundred towards this, a couple hundred towards that, just to equal out 2,500, and a couple different, you know what I'm saying, investment options, just to try to, generate some revenue. Like, and that was the whole thing. That was the whole plan with my YouTube channel was I want to try to generate some income. Sometimes people play still a brain. What do you mean by that? But yeah, like, and then it's another thing. It's this dude that was on here. This is when I first started getting on YouTube. This is months ago, and the dude used to literally like sit in his car and smoke blunts all day and just be like, oh, who's trying to cash at me? Who's trying to send me this? Who's trying to do this and trying to do that? Da, 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 da. And people would really be sending him money. And I remember one day I got on there and was like, why don't you go donate plasma? And dude was like, I'd rather suck some D than to go donate plasma. Da, 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 da. I ain't getting no needle. And I'm like, so you'd rather just be on here begging for money? And I'm like, I donate plasma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I donate plasma to try to generate some funds. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, I literally just got food stamps today because I went down there with the notice of eviction and was like, man, look, I haven't been working, this and that. Like, I really need some assistance. Like, so they approved me for 200 and some. They approved me for 200 stamps. I'll get them tonight at midnight. I'm in Pennsylvania, so right now it's like 9:05. So I'll get my stamps tonight at midnight and I'll be able to get some food and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't want to buy no groceries from my place because I don't know if I'm gonna still be here, after when come Friday, you know what I'm saying? Come Saturday. So I'm trying to like, God is, I know there's a God out there. And I know he here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want, like, I work so hard to get to where I'm at, man. I just can't see myself being back on the streets again. Like, I literally ain't been homeless or figuring out where I'm gonna live literally in 6 years. I was staying with me and my baby mom was together. We was staying together. And then when we split up, she got her place. When the lease was up where we was at, I got my place and she got her place. I've been in my place for 3 years. She's been in her place for like 1.5, because she was here with me first. You know what I'm saying? Like, she came here with me until she got her place. So she was here. She wasn't even here for that long. She was only here for a few months for it wasn't even that long. So she been in her place almost 2 years. So
Swiffer Power Mop and realized that I can get cleaner floors without the extra work.
I'm texting this guy.
Breaks down dirt on contact, and the pads hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, it's 360-degree swivel head, things up along baseboards, and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop. Warnings. Cough, congestion.
Y'all give me 1 second. I'm texting somebody.
Mucinex is a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. Also, try new kickstart severe congestion and cough.
Febreze. Love your plugins but wish you had more scent control? Meet the Febreze Plug Scent Booster. Enjoy the same 50 days of continuous scent as Febreze Plug, including a cord for flexible placement options and a boost button for extra scent. Febreze Plug Scent Booster.
All right, Chad. I'm gonna be on. Okay, I text my client's grandson. I haven't talked to him since his grandma died, and last time I texted him was October 6, 2024. Is the last time I texted him.
Sporting event, there's strategy, suspense, and sudden death. All for a chance to win.
I texted him just a few minutes ago, and I just was like, I just said hey, and we just chit chatting or whatever, and he just texted me back and was like, I hope you had a good holiday and this and that, and I'm like, can I be honest with you? And he just texted me back and was like, fuck it, call me, and I'm like, the courage. How do you spell courage? How do you spell courage, Chad? Can you type courage in the chat for me? So I don't know how to spell. Hold on. How do you spell courage? Hold on. I think I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Courage. Courage. Okay. What is it? C-O. I'm gonna write it down. C-O. Oh man, this pen is acting dumb. Oh my goodness. Really, pen? C-O-U-R-A-G-E. All right, give me 1 second. Thank you for that. And it's like, so this, like, I'm not the type of person, like, I literally try my best to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to figure things out on my own. Like I said, I went down to the welfare office to see if they was going to give me some assistance. I applied for cash assistance. I applied for medical, and I applied for food stamps, and I applied for, like, assistance with my light bill and my gas bill. They couldn't give me cash assistance because my baby mom already got them on her stamps, which that's weird because it's like, oh, this is him calling me. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see if it's back and run. I couldn't even really say what I wanted to say for real. I ain't even get it. I didn't even. Ugh.
Test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you have these events, infection, FBRC, smoke, or
Molly, please don't do this to me, man.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
My kids can't hide anything from me. At home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Nature's bounty.
Your body uses magnesium in over 300 reactions.
Nature's bounty.
Can you hear me?
Your whole body health. With high absorption magnesium. Nature's bounty. It's in your nature.
Let me know if you can hear me.
Morning breath hot.
Fox Garcia.
Reality checkup?
Overnight. Cresper Health helps prevent oral health issues before they start.
My baby's birthday, man.
Globes on CBS. Do you ever wonder what they were actually saying during Hollywood's biggest party? Well, lucky for you, I am a certified lip reader with over 0 hours of experience. So, check it out. Oh, look, it's Glenn Close and Kathy Bates. Kathy's like, Sandler? Shadow.
So this is what I've been doing all day. I just been opening my book and just been reading. Just been reading stuff.
Sunday, January 11th.
The prayer of faith. Is anyone amongst you in trouble? Question. Let them pray. Is anyone happy? Let them sing songs of praise. Is anyone amongst you sick? Let them call the elders of the church to pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise them up. If they have sinned, they will be forgiven. Therefore, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The prayer of righteousness, the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Elijah was a human being, even as we are. He prayed earnestly that it would not rain, and it did not rain on the land for 3.5 years. Again he prayed, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth produced its crops. My brothers and sisters, if one of you should wander from the truth, and someone should bring that person back, remember this: whoever turns a sinner from the error of their way will save them from death and cover over a multiple of sins, a magnitude of sins. Patience and suffering. Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yeast its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. You too be patient and stand firm because the Lord's coming is near.
I
Don't
love seeing you in uniform again.
don't grumble, don't grumble against one another, brothers and sisters, or you will be judged. The judge is standing at the door.
Okay, and what about empty? 3, 2, 1.
Look, why would I ever need to know that?
Okay, you spent 8 weeks with me helping you with this battalion chief exam, and now you want to sass me? Huh. Okay. What's Vince saying
What's
about
going on?
Now, 800 miles empty. If it's empty, you're screwed. You know, reading over Vince's old manuals, it's like he's still here, teaching me.
Yeah. Feels like he's watching us.
Okay, hey, yo, would you open it already?
Well, just
No,
open
no, look, he left it for you, meaning he.
it. Just makes it feel like he's really gone. Just like Free Rock. Till City Hall says that it's safe to go back in there. I can at least pretend that it's not gone either.
What about you, Francine?
With everything that's going on, we put a pin in the whole kid conversation. I don't know, I'm just sealing myself off from all the hard and scary things in my life right now.
Don't be a wuss, rip it open.
Bro, what is with this sass?
Oh, yeah, no, it's not my words, it's Vince's. See, right there. Ventilation tactics.
Okay, well, feels like I need to take a little time out. And you should call by it, let me know you still exist.
Right.
And I will see. Whoa. Bro, you should take a shower. Cause that's crazy.
Just take a breath. Get ready to both out of here.
Is the screaming really necessary?
Of course it's necessary. I'm simulating a real patient in distress here. All right? Probably wants us to go hard. Listen, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go hard. We can do that? Okay. Can I continue now? I'm just doing it. Remember your technique. Attack the hinge from above.
I spill a drop, that means your cribbing's not stable.
Can't breathe.
Doing great.
Ow! Attaboy.
Hey, Leone. 42 got any extra poses laying around?
Pino puts his line spitting over here, nice boy. Here I thought, us camping out in your town for months, time away from family, they might just have a little bit of gratitude. We are grateful, man. We're grateful that Mendocino was holding it down while we're taking a break.
Any idea when you guys will be cleared to get back in the game?
Nah, not yet. But I'll get you those hoses. We appreciate you, Nichols.
Anytime.
Hey, my daughter, she's still trapped.
Ah, ow, my neck. Bleeding.
first game of the new year. Time for J.J. Redick and the Lakers to wash away those December blues and start fresh. And a new year means a new LeBron James. He's 41 years old, but sure not playing like it, averaging nearly 25 per over the last month. Tonight, LeBron, Luka, and company welcomed the Grizzlies to town. And if you remember back on Halloween, Luka put up 44 in Memphis. Lakers and Grizzlies, top of the hour. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Chris McGee, James Worthy, Danny Green. We got Mike Trudell joining us in a little bit. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To my friends.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys. You look great.
I hope it's a happy New Year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will be.
December was a little rough.
It will be.
We're going to get into that.
You're pretty tough.
It will be.
Yeah, so November and December couldn't have been more different for this Laker team. LA was clicking on all cylinders in November, 11-2, scoring 120 per game, giving up only 114. December, all those numbers flipped. It was a losing month. They went 5-7. Instead of scoring 120 per game, they were giving up 120 per game with a defensive rating toward the bottom of the league. So listen, obviously the schedule's got a little something to do with that, injuries as well. But what, in your eyes, James, I'll start with you, biggest difference between how well this team played in November to how poorly they played in December?
Well, the biggest difference is they were winning. And now
Everyone
they're
feels
not.
good, yeah.
And now they're not. But, they took care of the games that they should have won, with the exception of maybe that one game against Atlanta, maybe another one. So they got the record. What are we, 20-11?
Yeah.
Right now, so 2011, that's not bad. But when they moved up into the upper echelon of talent, the teams that had athletic, really ran the ball well, turned the ball over, shot the three ball well, that's when defense didn't show up either, and that's a problem. So they gotta get the defense going. Also, they miss Reeves. When you don't have Reeves,
He hasn't played a lot of games in December.
You're missing a big part of your offense. A guy that gets through the line, a guy can get other players involved. So that's a huge part of their success. But the biggest thing is that their defense is
For sure. And I was going to say injuries more so than anything.
yeah.
They were able to overcome those injuries in November and sustain it. I think it was the strength of the schedule as well. But Austin was the main guy that was the ingredient in those wins. And when Luka was out, when Braun was out, he was the guy hitting game winners against Minnesota or leading the team and scoring, 40 plus points when Luka's out. Like, his numbers were unbelievable. The fact that he's been out has hurt them a lot. Braun was out some, but the injuries up and down. Rui's been out. Gabe Vincent's been out.
Yeah.
It's hard to overcome those games with injuries, especially playing against teams like the Rockets, OKC, Spurs, matching up with some of the top tier talent. But yes, with that being said, there's no excuses defensively. You got to figure out ways to get back, and that also starts with the approach, the mindset, the motor. And I didn't see that same motor coming in as I saw in December, especially from guys like a DeAndre Ayton, who can make a difference on the rebounding on the board and protecting the rim, and also offensively being a rolling big and setting some really good screens. But also Luka had some turnovers. He had some games where he scored well but turned the ball over. The team had a lot of turnovers, too many second opportunities, and for teams to get out and run against you when your defense isn't that strong when it comes to getting back.
All right, well, let's look ahead now, because the calendar has flipped to a new year, 2026, in the month of January. Now, you're not getting AR back, so you have to move forward. James, what's the key to kind of getting back on track for this team?
Well, it has to be a collective effort. First of all, they have to, I know JJ had a meeting of the minds a week or so ago when he was disappointed with the defense. They got to take that seriously, and they got to commit to that end of the court. They got to get stops. They can't give up offensive rebounds. Rotations have to be on time. They just have to really improve defensively. Now, if they decide to do that, we know they can play, especially if Ayton and Hayes, a combination of centers there. You get Smart, a defensive leader. You get some guys back. That will help. But I think without Austin Reeves, you can't ask guys to do more. But, guys like Gabe, when he's back, I like Smith coming in if he's available. They just have to do their job better, and, until Austin gets back.
I know I'm no coach, and I think JJ is great. I think the world of JJ, and I don't know if he'll do this or not, but without Austin, I think you might have to switch up your style of play just a little bit. Even with him, I don't think you can run with these teams. You're not getting as many free throws, and LeBron is great in transition. But when you're trying to run with these teams, you're more susceptible to turnovers. The biggest thing is taking care of the ball right now. And you might have to play in a half-court set. Because Luka looks like he's getting fatigued. He's carrying a lot of the weight offensively. So to keep him fresh on defense and offense, you might have to slow the pace down a little bit. And also, just figure out ways to take care of the ball. That'll help you a ton with, your defensive issues.
All right, guys, you got to look at the injury report because that's what we do here. More names have been added to this report. Now, the good news is Jared Vanderbilt has been upgraded to probable with that right leg soreness. Going to need him and that defense and that motor. Bad news, though, Rui, Austin, Gabe are still out of the lineup. We know Austin's going to be out long term, at least 3 to 4 weeks before he's reevaluated. And now Adu Thero, by the way, the rookie, athletic rookie who, maybe could have got a little time, is also out with an MCL sprain in his right knee. Lakers bench outscored by the Pistons bench 67 to 34. Points in the paint, James, 74 to 44 in favor of Detroit. So with all these guys out, where can the Lakers turn to some depth in scoring?
Jesus.
What's going on? How you doing? How y'all doing? Welcome.
Jesus would be great.
I'm over here about to watch this Laker game, man. Hopefully my Lakers can pull the win off. We lost on LeBron's birthday.
Smith can score. Jake can shoot. You got to look for guys and tell them to look for their opportunities. Not to just take, bad shots, but look, these are guys that aren't used to, taking the shots without some prayer. They got to look for shots and be a little bit more aggressive and without turning the ball over.
I think there's a multitude of ways you can find scoring. Obviously, Luka can do that. He is a system himself. So is Bron. They're going to have to, help the scoring, but keep scoring
At a high level.
Yeah, at a high level. And then you're going to have to find ways to make the game easier for those other guys. Jake Moravia, Nixon Jr., Dalton Connect. See if you can get hot, check his temperature or something. But you're going to need some youth and some athleticism and some energy. So bring in Jackson Hayes more. Let him run around a little bit, get some lob threats with him and Luka. And DeAndre has to bring that energy as well. So they got to, again, like the games that you have to find it within a collective. But they have a couple guys that show some great things early in the season that we saw. We're like, this kid's actually can hoop. Vando's knocking down 3-ball now. So we're going to need him to knock down a couple shots here and there. They're going to need all hands on deck to make sure that they stay afloat during the time while Austin's out.
Unfortunate timing for Rui to be out as well, by the way, because he is needed.
Otherwise, it's Denver Nuggets right now.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, right. All right, a cool memory for these Laker fans to start the new year. Getting some autographs before tonight's game. That's DeAndre Ayton out there right now. And no doubt, see Luke out there too as part of this pre-game routine. Lakers and Grizz coming up at 7:30. Plus, the story of the game last time out against the Pistons was all about the turnovers. Danny goes to the green screen. We come back.
Make sure y'all subscribe, please.
Part 5, Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times.
Laker fans or no? Who Laker fans? Laker Nation.
Down in front, 90 to 69. Kawhi, the pull-up. It's 51. What a game by Kawhi Leonard. The last block of the block from behind by Leonard. How about this 5 steals? Second player in league history. 5 steals and 3 blocks. Kawhi hesitates. And the dunk along the baseline. And that's now 7 of the regular season and playoffs. A virtuoso performance.
That's funny. I don't even buy junk. I don't even buy that type of shit.
If you're trying to imply that's my fault that my brother died because I was out of the country training firefighters.
Disciplinary actions. Very insulting that they happen. Two, the station that I benched is doing what?
And then, the fast break points, they kill you. The team shoots 63%. And most of that's at the perimeter of the paint. Let's see, give me the flavor. You got about turnovers, high and low turnovers. Too many turnovers.
Points on turnovers, fast break points. I mean, they had a lot of big sixes tonight. They're fast, explosive team, all that athleticism. We kind of been into the game, but we didn't show that.
All right, tonight for the first time in the new year, let's head to the arena and check in with Mike Trudell. Hi, Mike.
Hey guys, welcome to downtown Los Angeles. So to start with JJ Redick, you like the business in a promo scouting report on the Memphis Grizzlies and what is most important for the Lakers to do in order to try and get a win here at Crypto.com Arena, which has evaded the Lakers for most of the last several games. So here's how JJ started talking about the Grizzlies, and then gets to a player that we should expect to see in the rotation that hasn't been playing a lot lately.
But I think it starts with sprint back, setting your defense, making him see multiple bodies in transition, and then having awareness with Jackson Jr. in transition. Shooting 43% on 12 threes, and Cam Spencer's number one in the NBA in three-pointers. You got to find him in transition, so that's where it starts. And then our ability to execute on coverages, whether it's our pick and roll coverage, our post coverage, our ISO coverage. The byproduct of not executing those coverages is they have a lot of guys that shoot at volume over 35%. They're a top 10 team in terms of three-point rate. So, if you don't do a good job at executing in your scramble mode, they have enough shooting that they can really hurt you.
You guys are 25th in three-point percentage. Is there any other guy on your bench, maybe like a Dalton, that they could potentially get another look with the idea of trying to address that part of your offense not producing?
Yeah, Dalton will get a look tonight, and he'll get a look for the foreseeable future.
What does he need to do to stick in the rotation regardless of who's available for?
Play hard. And that's been the biggest point of emphasis for him all season. He's not going to be judged on whether he makes and misses shots. That helps. And then when you go through a stretch where you feel like your team isn't playing hard, you gotta play the guys that are consistently playing hard. And he's, I think he's had some really good moments already this season. And he'll, I think for him, probably the next week or so, like he's going to have, consistent playing time and consistent opportunities.
All right, so we'll see, Gator. Can Dalton Knecht give the Lakers a little bit of a jolt? We've been talking a lot about the defense, and yes, the defense has not been great of late, but the offense has slipped a little bit.
So Mom Pierce, the men's beauty delivers with the finest fromage.
as well. And we'll see again if the former Tennessee product can give the Lakers a boost on that end.
All right, Mike, keep your shoes next to you just in case, buddy. Never know when numbers going to get close. It's not happening.
You should ride down here, though.
I was down there, it didn't work out. So.
Did you not just win a softball team for your squad?
I couldn't even make it to first base.
Did you need to?
No, I did not. Good point. Good point.
Touche, Matthew, buddy. That's why you hit the ball hard.
Appreciate you, buddy. All right, Michael Trudell. Always giving us the reports. Time now for a little Access 360 brought to you by Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Danny is light on his feet. Still give us minutes for sure.
New year, right?
He could give us minutes for sure.
2026, not to be the dead horse.
Are you doing transition defense? Turnovers?
You're the first one.
JJ talked about it, Luka talked about it, Brian, everybody talked about it. So we're going to talk about the turnovers and the bad shots that led to transition offense for Detroit. Right here is a bad shot, which is equivalent to a turnover. Vando tries to save it, throws it to the defense. Luckily, he didn't start to break the other way, threw it to his basket. But Kane starts to break, everybody's running back. It's a 4-on-2. We got to get guys back. If you're going to turn it over or take bad shots, you got to get back. Isaiah Stewart gets an easy one-handed dunk. A lot of these turnovers and bad shots led to pick six dunks, like this one right here. Nick Smith starting the offense, playing with it a little too much at the fat court line. A little uncomfortable, Sasser kind of is being a gnat in a barbecue, just irritating him, get up under him a little bit, makes him lose the ball, gets to the ball floor before hitting 50-50 balls. This shows this is a care factor here. Everybody else is just watching. He got three guys running the floor. Nobody's in the picture. There's four Detroit players. They get a dunk before we see anybody else from the Lakers, uniform. Right here, another situation. Javonte Green getting and Luka making it tough for him, being physical. Gets him off balance, tries to get a shot off, throws it, another turnover. As you can see, right now it's a 2-on-2. All you gotta do is get back. Now it's a 4-on-2, all Detroit. Lakers guys take a second too late to get back. Just realize what's going on. Isaiah Stewart, another dunk. And these are the plays that you can't have, especially if you're gonna turn the ball, you gotta get back. Here's another situation. Luka trying to thread the needle. They pre-switch. Cade Cunningham's actually making a mistake. He's telling him to get LeBron. LeBron's wide open, but Luka, they usually get this pass to Jake for a late look and a layup. But Detroit defense, high hands. LeBron tries to stop the break high. It gets an easy outlet, one-hand dunk by Cade Cunningham. Can't stop the break high. Again, another situation, we get a bump. This is not a bad shot, but you get a shot, make sure you get back. Too many your first three steps. It's a 3-on-3. They're still getting back right now, but for some odd reason, Javonte Green is still wide open in the corner. You just look at him, nobody closes out, and this was pretty much the dagger that put the game away, because I think they went up 20 at this point. But yes, again, not to be the dead horse, turnovers, bad shots. If you're gonna turn the ball over, you gotta make sure you get back in transition and show hands. A lot of these are just effort. First three steps, and you can't let them beat you down the floor with the other guys, because it was kind of matched up for the most part. 2-on-2, 1-on-2, 3-on-3, and then next year you see Detroit falling in, and Lakers guys are just too far behind.
First of all, great breakdown. It's frustrating to watch. I don't care if you're Pat Riley or for JJ Redick. I'm sure they showed them in film session. Yeah, I mean, especially what Danny just showed, because they are seeing the same thing when four guys beat him down the court.
Yeah,
that's effort.
As a coach, you hate to embarrass, players like in a film session, but you must in a situation like this, because it has to change, and that is just pure effort. That has nothing to do with strategy, or a little bit with strategy, but it just has to do with effort and willingness to connect with one another. Turn the ball over. It's the hardest defense to play, and Danny pointed out. And if you're not willing to really get back on defense, first of all, you don't want to turn it over. You turn it over a number of times, it just psychologically gets in your head. You got to overcome that. And that's what the Lakers are going through right now. They're turning that ball over. They're not getting shots up.
Hanging ahead.
Rui had one game.
Effect.
Yeah, Rui had one game. I think he had no shots, and I think he had another one. We had like 2 or 3 shots. The ball's got to move. But defensively, they gotta decide. Because we're in January right now. It's gonna get tough.
GTFB. Get the F back. Again, a lot of those
I
players.
wish you could say that on air.
You said there's no way you should have 4 guys beating everybody else down the floor. It's uncalled for.
So it's been 13 games this season that both Luka and LeBron have been on the floor at the same time. So far, it's not going as expected. The offensive rating is 110.3, defensive rating 120.9. That's negative 10.6. The 4th worst 2-man lineup on the Lakers, and these are 2 of the best players in the league, guys. So 13 games is a long time, but right now they're struggling. You just got to think, man, these guys are too good to not figure it out, right? Big game, James?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's as good as they are. You still have to have the ingredients to go with it, and I don't mean like personnel players, because they do have enough players to go around, especially when Austin. But you got to be playing well. You know, it got to be connected to a philosophy. Everyone has to buy into it. You know, and if everything is not in sync defensively, if you're losing games, yeah, offensively. They can get the job done. There's no question about that. But you got to be winning. You got to be connected in order for these two to flourish. Because if you lose it, it's just, guys scoring points.
And Danny, LeBron was asked about this after the game, and he said it's really not about the two of us. It's about the five on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to give you the right answer.
Yeah.
They're looking to see what LeBron's going to give you. He's going to give you the right answer every time. He's not going to put. Again, I'm sure there's something that they're looking at. I'm sure he knows, figure out. And this year he talked about being off the ball more. I'm sure he'd like to be on the ball some more, especially with AR being out. But again, he's preserving his energy. He doesn't have to bring the ball up every time. He can just get at the mid post, figure it out from there, get the double team. But ultimately, it comes down to, and it's not so much their offense, it's the turnovers for sure, but getting back and making the effort. So you can't allow the turnovers to lead to the domino effect of not making the effort, then guys hanging their heads, and then body language, and then guys not getting touches, and then next you self-implode. You don't want that to happen. So you got to start with positive, attitude first, body language, not turning the ball over, and kind of just staying within the system and playing together, not giving up on each other.
Okay, now the good news is that LeBron is rounding into form, right? Like in his last 9 games, he's averaging 24.5, shooting 54%, 35% from three. He's also grabbing 5 boards, nearly 6 assists per game. What has he shown you kind of in this stretch, guys, that shows you he's kind of back to that high level?
Conditioning.
Yeah.
First of all, to me, that's the only thing. I mean, there's not anything he needed to work on, to improve on. Like some guys have to, like Vanderbilt had to work on his shot.
You were going through so much.
LeBron just missed training camp for the first time, missed a few games early in the season. So just a matter of getting his stamina back and getting some time on the floor with, certain players. And also, Danny playing off the ball, which he's done very well.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better. It's most of getting his legs under him. It took a couple weeks to get that. I mean, the first couple games he was playing quarterback and, taking his time and taking a step back. Well, he also had Austin and Luka, so he could kind of do that. But with both of them being out some games and one of them being out most games, he's got to be more aggressive offensively. He has the condition. He has endurance now. He has his rhythm. So I'm just seeing him kind of just be more forceful, more aggressive, and just being more comfortable within himself.
He is the one that can get a rebound and start the pace. Luka get it. He'll pass it up.
He'll kick it
But
ahead.
LeBron, sometimes, I'm not trying to put a lot of pressure on him, but every now and then he gets a rebound. He could start to break to get them some.
Where's that sound?
Yeah.
All right, guys, Luka Doncic has played in 24 of the Lakers' 31 games so far this season. He scored over 46 times, including 44 in Memphis back on Halloween. Lakers and Grizz, first of this weekend doubleheader coming up at 7:30. Plus, the crook of the schedule, Memphis is in town today, and then again on Sunday. We'll talk John Morant and the Grizzlies coming up next. Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you by Mercury Insurance.
Way more settled than last year. Last year I came in, I was injured, and straight to play, so I couldn't even practice with the guys very little. But now I feel more comfortable.
After a busy offseason that saw Luka Doncic represent his native Slovenia at Eurobasket and dedicating himself to getting in the best shape of his career, he is now looking forward to his first full season with the Lakers.
You gotta be